And checked. All right. We are live, ready to rock and roll and do some yoga today. So today I am dedicating this class to my Uncle Bob. So Uncle Bob was a Marine during Vietnam, and the impetus for dedicating class to him today was I was sitting and thinking, what brought me to GI Yoga? And indirectly and importantly, it was through his service. So if he wouldn't have joined the Marines, then his younger brother, who is my dad, would not have probably joined the Marines. And I wouldn't have had the life experience of living with a Marine for a dad. So I just want to dedicate this class to Uncle Bob and maybe all the Marines out there today who are in harm's way, in whatever way that may be, or if you've served and you are making your way back to civilian life. Coming through yoga here is how here. So I'm welcoming you if you've come here by chance or on purpose. So thank you, and let's get started with some yoga. So the important thing that I want to kind of remember about Uncle Bob is how much fun he liked to have. So we're going to have at least my version of fun in yoga class. So that would involve, let's start standing up. So if you are seated, coming up to standing. So the body needs to move. We need to have strength. We need to have flexibility, calm the breath, calm the mind, and jump in and do it, right? Okay. So let's start by finding a beautiful posture here. So feet are rooted into the earth. We're going to pull the hip points towards each other. Back heart alignment, soften the shoulders. Shoulder blades come in towards each other. Hyoid bone back and up. And let's take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, let's come into some movement here. So I'm going to work with the spine a little bit, and let's move it in as many directions as we've got. So minimum 6, right? The 7th would be extension, axial extension. So that's something maybe in plank, that if we get to that, that's something to do. Or if you like plank on your own, think about extending the spine that way. We're going to move it forward and back, side to side, and twist and twist. All right, so let's go with cat and cow. I'm bringing my feet out just a little bit wider for a little better balance. And I'm going to start with my cat. Tuck the chin, shoulders come forward, bend the knees. My hands are on the front of the thighs. That's my exhale breath. Inhale, we're going to round up, look up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. All right, 1 or 2 more. And then we'll meet in that neutral spine. Next, we're going to come into our laterals. So again, my feet are a little bit wider than standing, maybe even a little bit wider than my cat and cow. So you can have that hand on the hip or down that leg. I'm going to start with, my first side is going to be my right. You can do your left or your right, either way. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, second side. Exhale, return. And finish up evenly here. And then let's come back to neutral. And then we're going to add a breath in here. So we're going to inhale this right arm up or your left. Either way, just do it evenly. And then exhale over. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Let's see if you can see a little better. And then second side, inhale. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale back. Let's do this. That's a little better. Okay. So first side, inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale release. Inhale, second side, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale release. Beautiful. All right, let's go all the way this time. Inhale all the way up and over. Exhale all the way back and down. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Feeling that length from the fingertips to the toes on that first side. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And finishing up equally, come back to our neutral stance. All right, so let's come and we're going to do our cat and cow again. Come back to neutral before we go into our twist. So we'll start with an exhale. Exhale forward, hands to the front of the thighs. Drop the chin, inhale. Open up, looking up. Exhale back. Inhale, looking up. Exhale back. And beautiful. Back to center and release. Let's take a pause here just for a moment and check in with the body. How does everything feel? And then when you're ready, let's come back to movement. Okay, so our next movement is going to be our twist. All right, so lifting up, that's our inhale. On the exhale, I'm going to inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, first side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let's go more times. Exhale, first side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Beautiful. All right, let's come back to symmetrical. So you can bring your feet in a little bit narrower if you prefer, or keep them out where they were. Let's go with our exhale first. Cat. We're rounding down. Inhale, cow, rounding up, looking up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. And exhale. And then, excuse me, my cough here. Back to center. Excellent. All right, so what do we want to come into next? We're going to do all three warriors today. So we'll start with warrior 1. And we're going to turn this, let's see, I'll come this way. Still in the picture. Yes, perfect. Okay. So we're going to turn the left foot out and step that right foot forward. And let's just warm up the knee a little bit here first. So we're going to inhale here. On the exhale, bend the knee. And you want to keep it in a nice fluid movement, tracking like that. So we don't want to come out to the side. We don't want to come in towards the center line. We want to keep that nice and straight. And if that back calf is uncomfortable doing this, bring the legs closer together or bend that back knee even. Beautiful. And then next time that leg is bent, we're going to push off and step back. All right, let's go to the other side. We're going to turn that right foot out, step this left foot forward. And same thing on this side. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. And then bend that knee, push off, and step it back. All right, so we're going to add the arms here. And let's do a couple of different versions. I'll show you start version, and then you can go up or down from there. So let me show you a couple options here. Turn that left foot out, step that right foot forward. So first option is hands to the heart with the bent knee. Second option, third option is arms come up and then come back down. And then another one I like, we might do this later, is arms out to the side. Oh, sorry, start the fingertips together and then open out like that. Okay, so those are some of our options. So let's start with cactus arms. And you can pick any of those other ones that you prefer. That's totally fine. So let's start with that. So we're going to inhale, arms come up, bend the knee. Exhale, bring back. Inhale, bend the knee, arms come up. Exhale, back. So this is good maybe if your shoulders don't like your arms to come all the way up. You can bring them just to cactus arms. And if that's too much or it's rough on the shoulder somewhere, hands can come to the hearts. All right, so let's do one more. All right, and then bend that front knee, push off, and step it back. All right, let's go to the other side. Turn that right foot out, left foot forward, and we're going to do cactus arms again. Here we go. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Very nice. And let's do a couple more. Excellent. And then bend that front knee, push off, and step it back. All right, let's do our out in front arms. I like this to bring us back to this open thoracic rib cage up here. With technology and laptops and everybody being home, we're kind of all hunching forward like that. So when we bring the arms out and back, we're activating those muscles in the upper back to open the front up. So let's do that. All right, let's turn that left foot out, step that right foot forward. And we'll bring fingers out in front. And on our inhale, we're going to open the arms and bend that front knee. Exhale, bring back. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. And then release the arms, bend that front leg, push off, and step it back. All right, let's do the other side. Right foot out, left foot forward, arms out in front, fingertips touching. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Excellent. And release the arms, bend that front leg, and step it back. All right, since we're here, let's go ahead and do one more round, and we'll do the arms. I'm going to go straight up. So if that's not something that you like or is uncomfortable for you today or any day, you can pick any of the previous ones we did, or again, hands at the heart. All right, left foot out, right foot forward. Going to inhale, arms come up, bend that front knee. Exhale, bring back. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And maybe one more. Excellent. And then bend that front knee, push off, and step it back. All right, let's do the other side. Other leg, turn that right foot out. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, arms up, bend the knee. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And one more. Bend that front leg, push off, and step it back. Excellent. All right, so let's I'm gonna come over to this side just to change it up a little bit. And I'm gonna come into Warrior Two. So I'm gonna start with the left foot forward first this time. Back foot's at 90 degrees-ish. Torso's gonna face the same direction as that back leg. Inhale the arms up and bend that front knee over that front ankle. Gaze is over these left fingers. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath or so here. And then let's do some movement. Comes down to that right thigh, left palm up, peaceful warrior. And then side angle pose, left forearm comes down. You bring that right arm to that right hip or up towards the ceiling or overhead, depending on what feels right on your shoulder. Feel the length of the body on that right side from the fingertips all the way down to the toes. And then let's windmill all the way back around to peaceful warrior. And side angle pose. And then one more time, each direction, peaceful warrior. And side angle pose. Excellent. Grab that invisible rope. And back up to Warrior Two. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. Excellent. All right. All right, so our next pose is, same pose, other side. All right, right foot forward. Left foot is at 90 degrees-ish. Torso faces the same direction as that back foot. Hands together at the heart, arms open to the side. Bend that front knee over that front ankle. Gazes over those right fingers, softening the shoulders. And then drop that left arm down, open that right palm up, peaceful warrior. And side angle pose. Again, you can start with that left hand on that left hip, send that left shoulder back, and then feel that left arm come up, if that's comfortable. Or you can keep it on the hip or bring it over the ear. Noticing what works for you. And then let's windmill around all the way up to peaceful warrior. Right hand up. And then take a moment and check that front knee. I just noticed that I went a little over, so I'm going to bring that knee back. And then back to side angle pose. And all the way back to peaceful warrior. And last side angle pose. Beautiful. All right, back to warrior two. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right, next, let's come into our warrior three. So we have a couple of options for warrior three. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. We can do it without, but if you do have them, it's kind of fun to use them. So that's one option. Option two is no props. Option three would be with the chair. So I'll show you in the chair for a round, and then we'll do blocks, and then we can do, at any time you can do it without props, obviously, or you can stay in the chair, however you want to do it. All right, so let's come into this forward fold. Bring the hands to the chair. I'm going to walk my left foot over closer to the center line, and then I'm going to send my right toes back. So I haven't lifted anything, they're still on the ground. When you're ready, we're going to inhale and lift this right leg up. So just going as far as is comfortable for you. So we're not going to go above horizontal. And the other thing we want to do is, if you can, bring your left hand onto that lower back, what we call the sacrum. To keep that, we don't want to be popping up like this. We want to keep it flat. Can't really tell at the angle I'm at. So that leg can come up just as far as is comfortable, or it can stay on the floor. And we want to keep that lower back parallel to the floor. All right, and then let's bend that front knee, or I'm sorry, back leg, and bring it down to the floor. So we can bend the knees and come back up to standing. Notice what's going on. And then let's go to the other side. So we'll fold over, hands on the chair. Right foot comes closer to center. And then we're going to send those back toes back behind us. You can stay right here. Or if you'd like, you can lift that left leg up. And again, just as far as is comfortable. Find some strength in that right leg so you don't hyperextend it. And again, we want to keep this area back here flat or parallel with the floor. Excellent. And then bend that leg. Bring both down, bend the knees, and come up to standing. All right, so before we go to the blocks, let's do a round of half sun salutations, and then we'll do another round of warrior three. All right, hands together at the heart. Inhale. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms out to the side, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, arms out to the side, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. All right, let's do The next set of Warrior 3, I'm going to use the blocks as an option. You can stick with the chair if you want. All right, so we're going to hinge at the hips, folding forward. Hands are going to come to the blocks. So what I like to encourage is 3 fingers in front, thumb and pinky on the side. If you hold it like this, the tendency is for the block to slide off to one side. All right, so let's go again here. So I'm bringing my left foot close to center, right back behind me. So this might feel a little different. This is a couple inches lower than the chair, but still propped up. So if this is your pose right here, that's fabulous. Just stay there. Otherwise, when you're ready, you can lift that back leg up. And again, we want to keep that sacrum level. If you have an extra block, you could check on that. And we'll take one more breath here. And release that right foot down. You're going to bring that right foot close to the center line. Left toes back behind us. Or if you did the left leg already, then do the right. And when you're ready, you're going to lift that left leg up. And then bend the knee and bring foot back together. So bend the knees, arms out to the side, come all the way up and release. Beautiful. All right, so for our next option, you can use the chair or the blocks. I'm going to go without either. So whichever way you want to go is fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to start with my left foot on the center, closer to the center line here. And I'm extending my arms out in front and lifting that right leg up. Oops, my floor is a little slanted, so let's see if I can find the right angle for that. Oh. Oh. There we go. All right. And arms can come out to the side and then release from that. The other side's a little easier because I have pins in that foot, so that's why it's not always the best looking balance in town. All right, so fold forward, right foot is down. Arms come forward, left leg comes back. Bring the arms out to the side, back behind you. In front. Whichever way they want to go, even hands at the heart. And when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully. So you can see that balance changes every day. One side to the other is different. If you fall out, you can always come back in. So that's our 1, 2, 3 for our warriors. Let's come into some other balance. All right. So I'm going to start with tree pose. And again, if you have your chair, you can use your chair for your tree pose. You can start with hands at the heart. And bring this left foot so that the left heel is above that right ankle. There we go. And we want to have a nice strong hip on the right, open on the left, or vice versa if you're going the opposite. And then from here, grow your branches. I have a lopsided tree because I have windows over here. You can come out in front and go behind. How about that? That might be a different kind of tree. If you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up higher. Just not on the knee. Arms can go whichever way they like. Just not through the window. And then coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. Shake it out. And let's do the other side. Right heel above that left ankle, nice and strong on this left hip, open on the right or vice versa. Hands at the heart. When you're ready, grow your branches. And then from here, if you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up. If not, give it back down. And then whenever you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. Check it out. Okay, what's next? Let's do our palm tree. Sorry, I've got a cord in here funny. All right. So for our palm tree, what we're doing is it's a moving balance. Usually, oftentimes, I don't have a percentage, but we don't fall when we're just standing up. I know it can happen, but usually we're in motion and then something happens and we fall. So that's why I like to do moving balance to get those muscles strong and reactive. All right, so we're going to start with this. We're coming up on the toes and the arms come up. That's our inhale. Exhale, bring it back to inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, release and shake it out. Excellent. All right, so our next moving balance is our Karate Kid or Flying Crane if you prefer. So that one is, and you can do the arms whichever way you prefer. I kind of like arms out to the side, but if it's more comfortable for you, you can bring them forward. All right, so I'm going to go out to the side. So it's an inhale, arms come up, and one knee comes up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, other knee. Exhale, release. Excellent. And finish evenly. And nice. All right. So let's do our eagle pose, which I don't know if I've done that in a while. So I'm going to demonstrate it with a block. There's 3 suggestions with the feet and 3 with the arms. So let me show you the arms first. So the arms come out. Make sure I'm not hitting the window here. And then one arm comes under the other, wraps around, and then theoretically palms are together. Depends on what your arm length is. And then you unwind. So that's one option. Second option is elephant trunk. So forearms and palms are together and elbows. That's another option. Third option is if you have any kind of shoulder strain or certain muscles in your arms don't feel great doing either of those, then crossing the arms and grabbing the shoulders. And then you can just move the elbows up and down. So those are options. Hands of the heart is basic 3 options. 3 options with the feet. So we can cross, bend that leg that's staying on the ground and cross over toes of the other foot are on the ground. So that's option 1. Option 2 is same idea, foot on a block. And then third option is that foot wraps around the calf of the leg that stays on the ground. So those are your 3 options. So I'm going to go with a block for the foot to rest on and the crossed arms touching the palms-ish. All right, so and we're going to add a forward fold and a back bend with this. We haven't done a lot of back bends. We actually haven't done a lot of forward folds. We've done mostly spine. So only go as far as comfortable for you. So let's start with the block on the outside of that left foot. Arms come out to the side. You bend the knees and cross that left leg with the right leg. That right foot's on the block. And then right leg is over, so right arm comes under. So we're gonna bring that right arm under the left. All right, so let's start, and we'll do 3 breaths here. So we're gonna inhale, lift the arms or the elbows, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, 1 more breath, inhale. And then we're gonna do a forward fold here. So we're going to exhale again and fold forward just as far as is comfortable. And then inhale, come up, unwind, uncross, and release. Excellent. All right, if you're using the block, bring it on the outside of that right foot. And then arms open to the sides. We're gonna bend the knees, cross that left leg over, and that means that left arm comes under. All right, 3 breaths here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, and 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're gonna do a back bend. So inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, we're gonna lift the arms up and look up towards the ceiling, going only as far as is comfortable. Exhale, back to center. Unwind and release. Excellent. Shake it out. Okay. So let's come to our wide-legged forward fold. So we're gonna come hands on the hips, feet are nice and wide. We're gonna inhale. On the exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Hands can come down the legs. Inhale, we're gonna halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come out, push in all the way up. Excellent. All right, so let's do a couple of different things with the wide-legged. If your feet get tired, you can bring them in closer and walk them out, shake them out. Otherwise, let's do our pinwheel next. So we'll bring our arms out to the side, and we'll go up and down the body for our pinwheel to start. So let's do shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. So if any of those are too far, feel free to just stay at the one that is your right level. So inhale here. Exhale, right hand, left shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand, right shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, right hand, left hip. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand, right hip. Inhale, open. Exhale, right hand, left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, right hand, left ankle. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand, right ankle. Inhale, open. Exhale, release the arms. And let's bring feet back together. Shake the feet out. And then let's do a couple more pinwheels. So we'll bring the feet nice and wide again. And you can pick whichever spot you want to go to. So I'm going to go maybe knee, maybe ankle. Haven't decided yet. You can go hip, and you can stay up. You can just go up here if that feels better. Back and forth at the hip, back and forth at the knee, or ankle. I think Uncle Bob's going to inspire me to go for the ankle. All right, you do what works for you and what your uncle would inspire you to. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, right hand, left side. Inhale, open. Exhale, other side. This opposite hand can come up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable, or stay on the hip if you prefer. And a couple of rounds, whatever feels right today. Excellent. And then release the arms and heel toe, feet back together. All right, shake them out. So I think I'm going to do one more wide-legged pose, and that is our rainbow pose. So feet are wide again. If you have a block and you want to use your block, you are welcome to do that. So straight in front. We can start with hands on the hips. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward, arms come down in front. They can come to the floor, your block, a chair, whatever works for you. And then we're going to do our rainbow pose. Let's do it a couple of times because it is one of my favorites. All right, so let's go to the, sorry, I'm going to cough again, to the left first. So on the inhale, lift this left arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, bring it back. First side. And release. Inhale, second side. Exhale, release. One more time, each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Arms can come out or to the hips. Inhale. Bring them all the way up if you want. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Heel toe, feet back together. Excellent. All right. So I think we need a triangle pose in here before we come down to the floor. And because it's Special Uncle Bob Friday, we are going to do a revolved triangle too. Again, another favorite. So if you have a block and you want to use your block, you're welcome to do that. We'll just do it up from standing. Sometimes I like to do it from a lunge and then up into triangle, but today we're going with standing. All right, so let's start with our right foot. So we're gonna step this right foot forward, up by the block. Back foot's at 45 to 90, whatever feels right for you. This front knee is in theory straight, that's what's making a triangle, but it's always okay to put a little bend in it. Torso's facing the same direction as that back leg, hands together at the heart. Arms open to the side, we're gonna gaze over those right fingers. From here, we're gonna extend forward with that right, and then hinge at the hip. And you can bring your hand down to that block on the outside or the inside of that right leg. This left arm should be a nice plumb line to that right hand. And it's kind of flopping around up there. Let's take a breath or two here without hyperextending that front knee. And then I'm going to bring this left hand down. I'm going to bring my block to the inside of that right foot and out a little bit. So I have room to revolve my triangle and bring that right arm up the other side. Beautiful. All right, bring that right hand down. Bring that left arm up and then come back up. Drop the arm, bend that front leg. Push off, step back, or step feet together. All right, let's go to the other side. Step that left foot forward. Back foot is at 45 to 90 degrees. Torso is facing the same direction as that back leg. Hands together at the heart, arms open to the side, extend forward with that left arm. Hinge at the hip, keeping that knee soft in front. And you can come down to the floor or block or your shin. Just don't be putting weight on that knee joint. This right arm is a nice plumb line to that left hand or whatever's comfortable for you. So that may be something like that. And we'll take a breath or so here. Let's bring this right hand down. My lefts and rights backwards today. And it can come out a little bit. And then we're going to bring this left arm up the other side. Excellent. Bring that left hand down. Bring that right arm up. And then coming back up. Drop the arms. And step the feet back together. All right. Now, let's come down to the floor. And come into our Alasana garland squat, low squat pose. Okay. So if you haven't done this before, and your heels stay up higher than you would like, then you can come and practice on a blanket, like that. If you don't need them, that's fine. So we want to bring the elbows in between the knees. Push in the spine. Take a breath or so. And then when you're ready, coming and sitting on the floor, falling gracefully. As I like to say, it's not easy to get down from there. All right, so let's come into a couple of forward folds here. So sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to inhale the arms up. On the exhale, forward fold. We're hinging at the hip there. Tap fingers down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap fingers down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale and release. Excellent. I think we did a bunch of wide-legged poses, so let's come into wide-legged forward fold. So you can bring your legs as wide as your mat, or maybe wider, but only as wide as is comfortable for you. I'm going to bring my hands near the hips because you probably can't tell, I'm kind of rounded forward, and I want to sit up nice and straight. So I'm going to push in and come onto the sit bones. Much better. All right, so maybe I won't get as far with a forward fold, but when you're rounding, you're coming into a different area than what the purpose of the forward fold is. So let's start going center first. So just bring the hands in front. And we're going to inhale, lift up in the spine, exhale, walk it forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. So we're hinging at the hips. We're not rounding up in the upper back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And now you can let it round down and relax. Soften the knees. Soften the breath. And then when you're ready to come up, we're going to inhale and push the hands in and come back up. Excellent. All right, so let's go side to side. So we're going to lift up out of the spine again. Turn the torso towards the left leg here. And we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap fingers down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down. Inhale, back up. And one more time. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, release the arms and come back to center. All right, other side. Inhale, the arms up and turn the torso. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Come back up, back to center, exhale, and release. Excellent. All right, let's do one more round, and we'll do it with a bent knee. So let's bring the legs in and then back out a little bit so we can readjust here. So we'll start with the left leg, bend that right knee, right foot comes into that left leg somewhere. So wherever it is for you is just where it should be. All right, so we're gonna go over that leg. All right, so inhale, exhale, forward fold, wherever you get. Bring the hands down, inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. Stay here. Grab that left leg with the left hand. And let's open up that thoracic spine here. Inhale, open, sending that right arm back behind you as far as is comfortable. And then on the exhale, bring it back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release. All right, let's switch legs. Right leg comes out, bend that left knee, left foot comes into that right thigh. And let's do 3 here. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. When you get down there, grab that right leg with that right hand and take this left arm and open up behind you. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend the arms over. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, and release. Bend that front knee. And let's bring the feet into the mat, wrap the arms around, drop the chin, and rock side to side. Excellent. All right, let's come down onto our backs. So feet come up to the top of the mat. Hands on the knees, we're going to roll down onto the flat of the back. If you want, you can squeeze the forehead and the knees together and then gently bring the head down to the mat. Let's start here with, actually bring the feet down to the floor. Let's do a little pelvic tilt before we do our Apanasana. So you're going to push in with the feet and this pelvis bowl is going to tilt. So pushing in, whichever way it goes is the way it's supposed to go. And then going the other way, maybe a little bit further than what it wants to do on its own, or just go to the minimum, and that's fine too. All right, from here, let's bring the knees back up to the chest, and we're going to get some Apanasanas in here. Toes up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, knees come in. Inhale, release. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, release. And then when you're ready, let's bring the left foot down. And we're going to do one-sided UPP with that right leg. So that's the LOL that we do. Leg comes up, arms go over. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring the hands to the knee. Exhale, right knee in. On the inhale, arms come up, right leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, hands come back to the knee. Again, inhale, I'm doing cactus arms so I don't have to move, but you're welcome to bring your arms all the way over or all the way up. Whatever works for your shoulders. Maybe it feels better for cactus arms, that's fine. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to knee, and on the inhale, bring that foot down to the floor. Exhale, bring the left knee in, hands come to the left knee. Let's do that same thing on this side. Inhale, left leg up, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Knee comes in. On the exhale, inhale, bring that foot down to the floor. Let's bring that Apanasana back in. So both knees come up, hands on the knees. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, release. Excellent. And then let's bring both feet down to the mat. And then bringing both legs all the way straight out. From here, let's bring just the arms overhead. And I am going to scooch so I can get my arms all the way straight. Okay. So you can even keep your knees bent, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do arms in favor of legs. So you can have your legs all the way straight out or bent feet into the mat. But we're just moving the arms. So here we go. So we're going to inhale, arms come up overhead. And let's do a couple of different versions of this. Exhale, arms come back down by our sides. Second time, inhale, cactus arms. Exhale back. And if one of these is preferable to any of the others, you can stick with that. Next time up, let's do snow angel arms. So the back of the hand is on the floor. Inhale, the arms slide up towards the crown of the head, going just as far as is comfortable. And then on the exhale, arms slide back down by your sides. All right, I'm going to do those three again. Inhale, arms up overhead. You can do all, any or one. Exhale, arms back down. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, back down. Inhale, snow angel arms. Exhale, arms back down. And one more round. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down. Second time, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back. And last snow angel arms. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, arms back down by your sides. Excellent. All right, so let's do something a little different here. We're going to bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart, and check in with the breath. Just notice for this few couple to start with. And then when you're ready, we're going to play with the breath a little bit here. So inhale into the nostrils and send the breath to the back of the head and down the back body. On the exhale, the breath is going to come up the front of the body and out the nose. Inhale, nose down the back body. On the exhale, belly button in. Exhale up the front of the body and out the nose. One more. Inhale into the nose. Back of the head down the back body. Exhale, belly button in or the hip points together. Exhale up the front of the body and out the nose. And then release the hands down by your sides. If you're comfortable where you are with however your legs are, you can stay right there. If you have a chair, you can bring your legs up on your chair. Blanket under your head. The idea is you want the forehead above the chin. Arms can be out away from the sides. And anything else that you need to find a comfortable relaxation pose. So I'm going to stay down here as I walk you through a relaxation, walking of the body, relaxing each part as we go, starting with the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Release the back of the thighs and the top of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Relax the whole of the spine from tip to top. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. You're welcome to stay in your relaxation pose as long as you need. When you're ready, bringing your awareness back to the room you're in. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. Use your arm as a little pillow before you come up. And take a moment here to bring back that question of why. Why am I here? When you're ready, and with an inhale, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring back breath into the body. Let's finish with let's go sun breath number 4. Great big breath of joy. Uncle Bob's everywhere. Some bring joy, some may not, but we're going to bring joy to them today. All right, so hands on the heart. Inhale, arms down, all the way up and around, fingers exhale, all the way back down, hands to the heart. 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one last time. Inhale. And exhale. As we go forth out into this beautiful day, go forth with kindness, compassion, and gratitude, not just for others, but especially for yourselves. And Semper Fi for Uncle Bob. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next week on Monday. Take care. Bye, everyone.